So yeah, please do. If you have any questions, now's your chance to chuck them in. I'll pass over to Garvey, and then we will answer. I'll come back and answer questions at the end. If you want any further resources, please do go check out the British Esports website, with britishesports.org, or you can just email us for some help at champs@britishesports.org. So Garvey, welcome, mate. Thank you ever so much for joining. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. How are you doing? Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello? It looks like we've got some technical difficulties there, but I can definitely hear Garvey. So just waiting, I guess.
Hello, everybody.
There we go. Perfect. All right.
My name is Garvey. I'm the Director of Student Education Programs at Twitch. It's my great pleasure to be here. I'd like to share a quick presentation on what the Twitch Student Program is, but first, I'd really love to say how much I love working with the British Esports Association, and the Pearson Education BTEC is absolutely amazing. I can't tell you how proud I am to see this going and helping so many young people. So here we go. Let's see if we can see this. Here we are. So the Twitch Student Program. This is a program that was launched in 2015. We've been working with universities and high schools all over the world. And there's really, here we go. So a little bit about Twitch first. Twitch is a live interactive streaming platform. We launched in 2011. Just some quick numbers to show the size and how we work with people. We have over 7,500,000 broadcasters that stream an extraordinary amount of content. Last year in 2020, we had over 1 trillion minutes consumed. That's about 1,900,000 years of live content. What's really important about Twitch is interactive. It's live. You can be with like-minded people discussing things that are being broadcast. So what is the Twitch Student Program? The Twitch Student Program really is just a way to create an engaging learning environment using video games to teach valuable and transferable emerging new and digital media skills. So these programs in colleges and universities, it's not just about video games. It's simply a medium to engage students, meet young people where they are, and create really this idea that education can be a hobby, not so much of a chore. And this is what we focus on. A big part of our program is inclusivity and diversity through collaboration. We think it's really important that when we look at gaming, we look at this industry, we look at content creation, we use it as a way to bring people together. So there's this idea of global digital citizens. The Twitch Student Program's in 38 countries right now. We recently moved into Middle East, North Africa, starting with Morocco, Egypt, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and United Arab Emirates. So this is a really great way for students to be able to see the other, to grow an appreciation for the other, and really understand through this kind of education, through content creation, through gaming, we really focus on the business of what this is all about. And it's really all about data to show how big communities are, how you're working with people. And we're hoping that by focusing on the business of content creation and gaming and esports, that you can start looking at people and working with them based on inputs and outputs. With this thought, we're trying to think that if you can work with somebody, you can grow an appreciation for the other, you can be there side by side with people. At some point, you're going to become friendly and you'll grow an appreciation for the other. So this is really the heart and soul of Twitch Student, bringing people together, collaborating, and focusing on inputs and outputs. How do we work with schools? We focus on the 3 C's, competition, community, and career. It's really important that we created a global program that was consistent, but cognizant that every student, school, city, state, and country has unique circumstances. So it's a modular system. A lot of people start with competition, but that only really works with 8% of the student body. It's not as inclusive as we might wish. So working with competition and then moving and starting to support some of the community, now you're starting to work with more and more of the student body. That's up to 80% of the student body identify as gamers. So simply making a program go from competition and working with the community, you're working with much more of the students. That's still not as inclusive as we might wish. So this is where Pearson comes in. This is where British Esports comes in. We focus on the career. We look at these transferable and valuable skills and how we could deliver it to all the students, whether they're gamers or not. They could find value in this kind of education. Again, it's not just video games. It's simply a medium, a vehicle to engage the students and teach them these really, really valuable skills for the 21st century. So that's really the hopes and dreams for the Twitch Student Program, is that these programs that are started can start out small and create a roadmap into how to work with more of the students and how to be of better service to the student body. And when we talk about the skill sets that's inherent in esports and gaming, this is a great representation of all the different branches and all the different disciplines that's involved in this industry. And again, I think the Pearson BTech really goes through and takes a good look at this. And they think, how can we be of best service to young people and students? How can we create these pathways that you can be engaged while earning and doing something really, really cool in a brand new industry? And I think that's really, really important, that we realize the breadth and scope of what's available for students as they graduate, as they're in their university career, as they're looking for gainful employment, or hopefully, it's our hopes and dreams that students are going to graduate and they're going to be job creators. They're going to come together in the passion economy and say, this isn't being done right now. Why is nobody doing this? Let's come together. Let's create a small company, work with other like-minded small companies, and create something greater than ourselves. But I think this encapsulates really the breadth and scope of how students can apply themselves when they graduate or even when they're still in school. And this is just a little bit about how we work with schools. I don't think it's so relevant right now, but we do have a nice support packages for colleges and universities and high schools. And a lot of what we do is we try to give a school a aggregated place to live on our website and highlight all their great content, all their great students in a very safe environment. So you don't have to go to the Twitch website. If you don't want, you can go to a school team page, which is all the students. This is University of California, Irvine. And you could see the members are all students that have agreed to a terms of service. I will come to class every day. I will maintain a certain GPA. I will mind my P's and Q's, because when I create content, I'm not only creating content for myself, I'm part of the university and I'm representing the university. So here's another example of the University of Utah. So it's just a great place to have a lot of channels that represent something greater than themselves while you're representing your university, your college, or your high school. What we really try to do is give you visibility for the great work you and your students are doing, the great work that the British Esports Association is doing. So we want to highlight, we want to put it up front and center and let the world see what students are doing in a nice, safe, aggregated place. So as you can see, it does not cost anything to work with Twitch. All we want to do is see what the students are doing, how they're applying the skill sets that they're learning in school, and how they're coming together and what they want to create. How do they want to create, express themselves creatively? So this is really all we're looking for, is students being empowered, enfranchised, and knowing the power of their individual voice and being comfortable enough to express themselves creatively and grow a community of like-minded individuals that could lean on each other. So that's all I had to say. I want to thank you for this 10 minutes. I want to thank you for letting me introduce the Twitch student program. And I just want to let everybody know, British Esports Association, Pearson BTech, Twitch student, we're in your service. Students and educators, this is the future of the world. We really want to invest in a better future, do social good, and really empower students to have their voice heard on our platform, on any platform that they're comfortable with. Meet them where they are. Thank you very much.